Well, and it's the companies who understand that they're in a unique niche that have the most likelihood of success. It's the companies who try to be everything to everyone, don't make a difference to anything. And what happens though is by focusing on the one thing, focusing on the niche, the thing that you serve best, what happens over a period of time, and this is just what I've seen happen in companies that I've worked in and in my own company, is that as you focus so much on this problem, you start to see all of these other things that impact that problem that need to be addressed, and maybe they aren't being addressed. And so that's when you add on things. Like I started just doing one-to-one coaching and then realized I'm having a hard time getting through to some of these one-to-one coaching clients that their companies are paying me to coach because they're in the wrong role. In order for me to be effective in the coaching, I need to make sure they're hiring the right people to begin with. And, then there's like, I do all of this work in this one-to-one coaching, and then the manager comes in and screws it all up because they don't know how to coach. And so all of the work that I've just done gets reverted back to the way that they were before. And so by focusing on the niche and the people who you serve and how you're going to do that, you start to find the ancillary things that are going to help you to then create a solution for that niche. Like, I have a whole entire board of my office wall that I'm looking at right now, where I have to, for a final project, come up with an idea for a startup, a technology startup for my Wharton neuroscience class. Like, I never in a million years thought signing up for a neuroscience class was going to cause me to have to come up with a pitch idea for a startup, and a tech startup at that. But I have a whole whiteboard of it laid out of like, if I could do anything with AI and all of these other things, how would I create a training app for business owners and salespeople that they could learn this stuff without being limited to a half hour, that they can do it on their phone. And it's like a video game that they play. Like my kids are obsessed with these video games where they have to hunt and find things and come up with new skills and learn. I'm like, that's how we need to do sales training. We need to make it fun and applicable and everyday. And so anyway, the whole point is when you start focusing on the niche, you never know what other kinds of opportunities are going to present themselves. Most nonfiction author books, their first book sells between 500 and 1,000 copies over the lifetime of the book. We sold over 6,000 copies in the book. I knew that was my goal, is I wanted to sell 5,000 copies before the end of the year, and we sold just over 6 between me and the publisher. So I'm just excited. I mean, it happened a couple of weeks ago, and I've been like very in between excited and emotional, and then also, okay, now what's next? So now my new goal is, my ultimate goal is I want to sell 1 million copies of this book. Like 1 million people get copies and are impacted by it. And there's so few books that even reach the many we sold so far. So why not?